played in Trento this past year, the last two seasons. He's he's gotten a lot better. Big credit to Primo Brezic and Igor Tadic, our two international scouts. They've been following him since he was like 15. He's 21, but in basketball years, he's probably around 18 or 19. The last 2 years, the strides he's made has been pretty incredible. Um, you know, super, super athletic, 6'7", really long, can really guard. He was just the NBA EuroCamp MVP or Defensive Player of the Year. He's really good on the defensive side of the ball. His versatility there, can slash, good cutter, good finisher around the rim, but he's really got to improve his 3-point shooting. Not a great shooter right now, but it's improving. He will stay overseas this upcoming year. The hope is he'll be able to play summer league with us. Um, the Italian national team is playing in Eurobasket in August, September, so he could potentially be a part of that as well, which would be great for him. But he will stay in Italy next year and play with Virtus Bologna, a EuroLeague team. So it'll be a great opportunity for him to play at the highest level over there, and we'll be tracking him and keeping tabs on him. You could go all the way back to Jetty Osman when we drafted him. He stayed over in Turkey for 2 years. Then we finally brought him over. Obviously, we have Khalifa Diop right now over in Spain. Luke Travers stayed in Australia for 2 years before bringing him over. And now Saliou will be over there for at least a year, if not more. So I think our approach is just, hey, we really like you. Obviously, like I said, Primo Brezic and Igor Tadic are two international guys. They see them 8 to 10 times probably live during the season. I'm texting with them. I go over there 2, 3 times a year to see him. Kobe, Brandon Weems, Brendan Yu, our whole scouting department will go over there and see him, show him love, obviously stay in touch with him and show them like, they're part of our family. Even though they're playing overseas, we still have their draft rights and we still want to invest into them. And that's what we're going to do with Saliu again. And, he's playing in a great, great league in the Euro League. He's going to play for a great coach there in Virtus, and the Italian league's very strong as well. So our approach is just like, hey, obviously these kids want to get drafted, but not bringing them over too soon, just so because we want them to succeed. We don't want them to come over and fail. So I think like when the time is right for these guys to come over, kind of like Jetty, he was ready after 2 years, and obviously he had a good NBA career. So I think it's just kind of a wait and see approach, and obviously love them up. Obviously we follow every game, and just kind of see where it goes.